Hello family, and thanks for stopping by. Today on the menu I have nachos, and here are the ingredients. I have some 80/20 hamburger, some green onions, some milk, some heavy whipping cream, American cheese, cheddar cheese, that's mild cheddar cheese. I have some chunky salsa, some sour cream, taco seasoning, and some mild jalapenos. And over here I have Doritos. In this pan I'm going to add the hamburger. I've added a little water into the pan. I'm going to break it up. And usually when I want to finish a little quicker, I'll just use my potato masher. I'm going to mash this up. And then we'll go to our next step. Okay, I finished breaking up my hamburger. See how well that does that? And now I'm going to add in my taco seasoning. And you have to be careful with this too, because it is salty and you can't add too much. So be careful. Make sure not to add too much. I read a lot of quotes, and not necessarily because they pertain to my life. It's just that I like to read and hear other people thinking, so to speak. And it was one that I read today that I'd like to share with you, if that's okay. And give me a second to find it here. And it goes, one morning she woke up different. Done with trying to figure out who was with her, against her, or walking down the middle because they didn't have the guts to pick a side. She was done with anything that didn't bring her peace. She realized that opinions were a dime a dozen. Validation was for parking, and loyalty wasn't a word, but a lifestyle. It was this day that her life changed, and not because of a man or a job, but because she realized that life is way too short to leave the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket. Period. I thought that was okay. Okay, and now we're going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. And then we'll go from there. I've added a little more taco seasoning because it wasn't seasoned enough for me. And then I also decided to chop up a half of a white onion and add it. And so now I'm going to drain it, but you don't want to drain all of it off because your hamburger will end up too dry. So just take some off, but leave it moist. I've drained it, but see, I left it kind of moist. You want to leave some. I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to make our cheese sauce. My pan is warm, so I'm going to add in my American cheese. And also my mild cheddar, which I shredded. Don't use the shredded in the bag. It'll change the entire texture of your cheese sauce. use the cheese off the block and grate it yourself. Let me add some of this. We're going to melt this down. We're going to add our milks as we need to. Not all at once. Just gradually. This is what you want it to look like. This is what you want it to be. That's perfect. If it's too thick for you, you can just add a little more milk. Now I'm going to put it into this little crock pot for dips and sauces that a dear friend of mine bought for me. Thank you, Sherry. And this will keep it nice and warm for you until you're ready to use it. Okie doke, let's put this together. Doritos, hamburger, lots, salsa, sour cream, no, let's put some peppers on, delicious peppers, lots. Now we'll put some sour cream. I like to squirt it like this. I just put it in a sandwich bag and squeeze it to the bottom and clip the corner. Now we're going to add some cheese. You know, I like my baster. I can do a lot with it. Add some more. You know, most like lots of cheese. Most people do. Little more. This is not good for you. This is one of those things, one of those dishes that are good to us. So we definitely can't eat it often. Everything in moderation. Keep that in mind. And now I'm going to add the green onions. And there you have it. Nachos made with Doritos. Delicious. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I had fun. I hope you did too. And don't forget to pray. Then pray some more. Pray for her. Pray for him. Pray for them. Pray for you. Pray for us. Then pray again. Don't stop praying. Pray. And until next time, eat well and be well.